Hi, I'm Leonard Feather, and this is a high school yearbook of 1941. The school is the Aliquippa, Pennsylvania High School, and here's what the yearbook had to say about one of its young graduates. He is a true music lover and has even composed several beautiful selections. He wishes to continue his study of music and to have an orchestra of his own someday. Well, if you'd like to know whether the young graduate got his wish, you be the judge of that, because here he is. His name is Henry Mancini. You're watching him record music for a motion picture at Universal Studio, where he started his picture career. Henry Mancini is without a doubt the most popular name in film music today. His recordings have sold in the millions. His film scores have won 3 Academy Awards and 7 nominations. His latest film score is for his alma mater, Universal Pictures. The picture is Arabesque, starring Gregory, Peck, and Sophia, Loren. What are you doing there, Hank?
That was part of my score for Arabesque.
You tried to tell me that you scored an entire sequence using just an auto harp and a silver dollar?
Well, not quite, Leonard. I had some help from a few instruments like this. This is a bass flute. Yeah. It has a very cold, sinister sound, right. Sometimes warm, depending on what you want to do with it. Just a little rusty on it. Don't play too much anymore. We had 2 bass flutes in the picture that we used in the aquarium sequence.
I remember.
Remember the very kind of spooky scene in there?
Yeah.
And we put them through an echo effect, and it turned out very, very kind of chilling. Well, better than talking, let's show the film in that particular sequence.
Sure.
Can we have it, please?
Well, anybody who scores like that has to come from a very exotic musical background.
Well, I think the Sons of Italy band at West Aliquippa, Pennsylvania is pretty exotic, don't you?
That's what I mean, sure.
Yeah, my dad played flute, and he put it in my hand at about the age of 8. Mm-hmm. And then later, at about 13, I took a piano on my own and then arranging, and was quite interested all through high school in music and writing.
Let's get back to the picture that you have out currently.
Well, that's Arabesque, of course. It was a unusual picture for me to do because the setting of the picture is in London. It's a modern-day picture set in London, but many of the characters involved, the principal characters, were Middle Eastern, very exotic kind of people, you know.
You had to reconcile those elements, right?
Yes, I didn't know whether to go for the English or go modern or what to do, but I ended up with kind of a compromise in both. And there's one scene in the picture that emphasizes this. It's a dinner scene where a lot of the exposition of the plot goes on.
Delicious beschreibing. What is it, squab? Lark. Lark? Good heavens.
Go on, Mr. Pollock. Courage. Oh, I am sorry.
Oh, it's all right. I've always had a sweet tooth.
I hate being clumsy. I despise it.
Hank, some of your melodies have already become classics. What's your approach to using melodies in picture scores? I mean, do you like to identify a particular character with any certain theme?
Well, normally I have one main theme going through the picture. In the case of Arabesque, we have the main theme, the Arabesque theme, which kind of is for all of the action in the picture. And the second theme is for Sophia Loren, and it's goes by the title of her name in the picture. It's called Yasmin. And let me do that. Let me do a little of that for you on the piano and show you. Leonard, this is Yasmin's theme. same theme and add about 30 or 40 strings to it, score it to the picture, and it comes out something like this. Can we have the film, please?
Hello?
Hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Do you like it?
Oh.
Would you do me up, please?
Hank, I noticed that at one point in the racetrack scene, you got away from the Near Eastern mood in a rather striking manner.
Well, the racetrack, of course, was Ascot, and I thought it would be interesting to play a little music that was typically British there.
Sure.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Dillingham.
By Jove, it's actually Lady Hetherington Cartwright.
Don't overdo it.
I didn't know you could.
Hank, in watching Arabesque, I noticed there were certain points where you did not use music at all.
Where to leave it out is a very important thing to know for the film composer. In one of the scenes in the film, demolition construction yard scene, this huge crane with one of the bad guys in it is chasing our people around the construction site, trying to do them in. And there was so much noise and so much action that I think that music there wouldn't have meant anything. It would have intruded. However, toward the end of the scene, as it takes a turn, and as our side starts to think they might win, I brought music in at what I thought was the correct and the right dramatic point.
You stay here.
Leonard, I'd like to do a little demonstration for you now that I think will show you what value music can be to a film. We'd like to run the zoo sequence, the very exciting chase sequence, first without music, and then with music.
Very good.
And now the same thing with music.
Well, I think you made your point very well, Hank. And I think all of us will have a better idea next time we watch of just how much the addition of music like Henry Mancini's can mean to the overall dramatic impact of an important motion picture. This is Leonard Feather. Thank you. Goodbye.